while shooting with this, you can actually walk into any place, any space, and your story goes with you. You don't have to first think of where the camera can go and then, put that in the story. So this gives you huge flexibility. But that exists also with, let's say, mobile cameras, mobile phone cameras, that exists. But the one thing that does not exist in that is this, the dynamics of holding a camera and doing this cinematic shot. A phone does it differently. So I think you call it ergonomics or something. Do you?
So I don't know what it's called, but I know that it moves different. Having all these stories far beyond this room, your voice.
Sir, look here.
Shape how innovation.
Sir, look here.
Appreciate you part of this event. All creators, storytellers came today. This camera now belongs to you. We can't wait to see the moments that you will create, you will pause on, the stories you will tell, and the memories that you decide are worth holding on to. And before we say goodbye, I'd love for you to experience the exact mini Evo cinema for yourself. Please join us at the Touch and Try.
Sir, look here. Thank you.
Sir, just one photo here. Without the trouser coat. Just look here. Sir, look here. Yes. Sir, look here. Sir, center please. Center please.
Right में sir.
Sir, center. Sir, center. Center. Let's do your center.
Sir, look here.
Sir, solo.
Change my look in the new year, so I look a little different now. Okay, so taking you through today's event, but before I speak about what we are going to launch today, a happy new year to all of you. As a tradition, every year we launch something new, and before I take you to today's launch, let me take you through last year, that what was the last year look like for Fujifilm as a brand. Volume please. So 2025 was a very eventful year for Instax as a category. You saw us in IPL, you saw us in World Cup, Asia Cup, lot of events, Big Boss, now running Splitsvilla, lot of events across the country, lot of launches. But we did 3 major launches last year in 2025, and those were Wide Evo in February 2025. We met all of you in February 2025. That was the first launch of last year. Then we launched Mini 41 and then Mini Leap Play. But today we are here to announce a new product in our Evo family. But before I take you through that launch, in our Evo family, the first product was launched in 2021, which is called Mini Evo. It is still running, and the #1 product for us, one of the best products. Let me take you through a small glimpse about this product.
Since the launch of the original Instax Mini Evo in November 2021, the Evo brand has been a source of creative inspiration, delivering a combination of features and filters that allow Instax fans all over the world to take their creative expression to the next level.
Then last year, 2025, February, we launched Wide Evo, a wider format camera, and that did wonderful throughout the year. Let me take you through.
expanded the lineup with the Instax Wide Evo last year. We gave users an even broader canvas to express themselves while staying rooted in the Evo brand promise to unlock endless creative possibilities.
Now, Instax, the perception of the brand is that it's an instant camera. But today we are going to change that perception. We are going to launch the first ever video camera capability camera, and that will be called Instax Mini Evo Cinema. Hold your breath for the brand video.
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't worry about it. How you doing? You ready? I got a few shots.
One camera, decades of possibilities. The new Instax Mini Evo Cinema.
One camera and decades of possibilities. That's the tagline for this particular product. But let me explain you a little bit about this product. You saw a different eras, and when I say a camera with decades of possibility, means lineup. So from that perspective, those products are also doing well, like Wide Evo. It's almost with the similar lines at that product. So we feel, as I said, that I'm not targeting only for Gen Zs and millennials. Majority of the consumers, I think, will be Gen Zs and millennials. But yes, those who want to do storytelling and content creation, for them also, I think this can be a right apt product.
Great. Okay, can we have other?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Lokesh from Divya Bhaskar. I wanted to understand what is the future of storytelling that you will be, creating using this EVO camera.
So first of all, since COVID, I think you have a lot of content creators and a lot of YouTubers and a lot of vlogging and a lot of such kind of creators have come into picture, and that is continuously increasing year on year. So I believe that this product also will create its own space in that gamut, and will have a different kind of set of customers who would like to have such storytelling as well.
Yes.
I am Siddhant. I'm from Hopes India. I just wanted to ask a question. Like, you are presenting this product as a lifestyle product more than a mere gadget. I'd like to ask, how do you think is design important in driving a business growth in today's day and age?
So I just said that the design is more inspired from our 1965 one Fujifilm 8mm camera. It's something similar to that design and nostalgia. And as I said in the beginning also during my presentation, that most of Gen Zs and millennials are liking instant camera, and that's the reason of growth for Instax as a category, because they want to go back to that nostalgia. That is one of the reasons why we believe that the design also matters, which gives you that retro feel, which gives you that nostalgia, but at the same time, it has a lot of creative features which current population, current Gen Zs and millennials and current target audience likes it. That what kind of creativity you can do with such a camera.
Hi.
Other questions? Yes.
Hi. My name is Nisharan, CNN News 18. My question is for Imtiaz sir. So I have two questions for you. We've seen filmmakers experiment with a lot of different cameras. You yourself, like you said, when you hide behind the viewfinder, you kind of get lost behind the camera, right? So would we see you probably using something so sleek and easy in your hand for probably like for filmmaking at some point of time? That is one question. Second, you spoke about being instinctive, right? Somebody famous probably we all look forward to, Steven Spielberg. He always says that instincts is something that just, it doesn't speak out loud to you, but it just whispers in your ears. And we see that in your films as well. So how do you go on and lock in your instincts when you're making a film? So just two questions for you.
Well, I wish there was an answer of the second question. Then I'd be like Osho, I'd be a guru. I don't know how to log in with your instincts, But I think being in touch with yourself and, you know, in a way like talking to yourself gives you suddenly these ideas that pop up in your mind at any point of time, and you involuntarily realize the merit of them and go with some of them. And I think this approach to filmmaking is necessary because it makes your own job a bit more exciting, and then you discover more things, new things, when you are on the set, for instance, or when you are on the edit, or even at dubbing, or at any stage, you know. So I feel that everything that you do in filmmaking is the bounce board for the next, is a springboard for the next. And so being instinctive at all of those processes, you know, actually connects to the deeper information that one has and is not aware of. This has become a very psychological and philosophical answer. Now moving back to the mechanics of it and to your first question, which is whether I'd like to use it in film. Of course I would like to, and once you put onto the large screen, to the big screen, when you try to tie up with footage that has been shot with other cameras, then once you put it on, you learn what to do with it. You know what the processes can be, and what therefore the advantages can be of something that is shot from this and put onto film, to a large screen. I've not done it, but it will be, I can see myself doing it.
Yeah, log into your states, he has to bottle if he finds the answer. He has to bottle it, we'll all buy it. What are the other questions? Do we have any hands? Is there anybody else who wants to ask a question? No?
I have a technical question.
Sure.
Yeah, you said there's a QR code that comes up and you can download the images. So where does the data reside? Does it reside here itself, or does it reside on a cloud, and can we download it from there, or how is it?
So, along with this camera, there will be an app which will be again announced on 28th, which will be released on 28th of this month. So once you shoot a content from this particular camera, there are content which is stored in the camera as well as, and you can use a memory card also. And then you have to connect with the app through Bluetooth, right? Then it will be stored in the cloud. And you click an image, print an image, and from your mobile or anybody's mobile, if you scan the QR, once it is uploaded in the cloud, they can watch it. Like, suppose if you shoot a content and you give that image to somebody else, they can also scan it, they can go through your message, which can be very private also.
Okay. Does it connect through Wi-Fi or a Bluetooth?
Bluetooth
to a laptop?
Or Bluetooth, just Bluetooth with the mobile is the easiest way. You can connect through the app.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Imtiaz, I was just thinking this would be such a good tool for marking continuity for ADs, no? Like just like, oh, this is what you have, and you will keep putting it on the board if you are moving in a certain way and you have to continue the scene, no?
Yeah, that will be fantastic. Yeah, it's like you shoot it and you put it onto, as he said, through Bluetooth into a device. If you do it with a large camera, then you've got apparatus. You know better how that happens. And it's a huge mechanism. Then sometimes when you do that, then you've got to bring out the reality of the moment, because with all that infrastructure, sometimes you lose the moment. What sets you free is the fact that this you can hold like this. And I love the fact that there is a viewfinder which has suddenly dropped off something. Yeah, it must have. Okay, so this one. So it just sets you free because you can just aim and shoot in a way. And you know, you can look through this and aim and shoot, or you can remove this and then shoot like this by seeing the.
You yourself changed the era of how the camera looks by taking the viewfinder out. So when it's looking like this, it's looking like some techno machine.
Yeah.
But we put the viewfinder on and it's taking me back centuries that filmmakers used to use those directors' viewfinders, and you know how filmmakers always talk in terms of. It reminds me so much of, the quintessential filmmaker ka look.
Yeah, so because I'm a century-old filmmaker, I always tend to look through the viewfinder. So the first thing I asked your executives actually is that, is there a viewfinder? Because to look like this is very impersonal. But if I look like this, and I'm switching it on now.
Also helps the fluctuating eyesight for 30 plus. Of course, we've got a wide
Yes,
there. But
yes, it's true. So if I look like this, it's always going to be more somehow personal. And also when I'm looking through the viewfinder, nobody is looking at me. I feel a little covered by the camera. So, you know, you can just...
It's also great for introverts who want to pretend no one's looking at them when you're shooting.
And many filmmakers are introverts.
Most of them are, if you ask me. Arun-san, how is this different from smartphone photography? I mean, of course, you've already explained in your presentation, and I think that's it's pretty much answered all of that. But how, in your mind, would it be different from what people are shooting off their smartphones?
So, Instax as a category itself is completely different, and of course, it has its own space compared to smartphone. But when I compare this product with smartphone, I would say smartphone captures everything, and this particular camera lets you capture what matters the most, what kind of emotional storytelling you want to do in such a short span of time. And it challenges you also, that you have a limitation of time, and then how you can create a beautiful story out of it. And definitely that nostalgia, the look and feel, takes you to the old school, that feeling. That's what the basic difference between a smartphone.
You can have these short films. Because although I'm a long format director, but like every other person, I'm also on Instagram. And I do consume stuff that comes on Instagram, and most of them are short format. And sometimes if there is something precious happening, I also put out a short video like that, apart from just photographs. So this gives you the ability, basically, as I've realized, that I'm saying it in common parlance. You can shoot a 15-second with an app, a 30-second film, and then the camera generates a QR code, and then which can be read by your phone, and it straight away goes into the memory of the phone, or the processor of the phone, and then you can edit it if you like, or just put it on Instagram. So for a common user like me, I can even do that. So the kind of film, therefore, that I can put out on my handles on social media can be like this, can be done so easily.
And to lead up, segue into why, you already said that the Gen Zs love instant photography, but who was the product actually aimed at? What is it designed for? Are they only the Gen Zs? Because then in that case, Imtiaz and I and our teams of using this to make our Insta handles look cool is not going to work.
I feel that this product is aimed at all those people who want to do storytelling or creating a beautiful content. Those who believe that it's not age limitation per se, but anybody who wants to create a beautiful content in short format and can do a different style of storytelling. For all those people, I think this product is apt product.
So it's for those who also value visuals over just cataloging their life or just putting it out there. So, if you're back at what you were saying some time back, of course you've covered some of it, but these films were short, but they were within 15 seconds, they felt sort of emotionally complete. Okay, this to feel the wind on your hair and for it to be projected that way, you actually experience something that you may not have done it if it was not shot in this style. So I just wanted to know how did